Welcome back to the Mindful Presenter Truth series. Truth 51. We all have the same needs. Now I know you're probably going to challenge that before I go any further, but stay with me, let me explain. This truth is very closely aligned to the previous truth, Truth 50. Do you remember I shared a truth where I said I believe that as presenters, one of the core critical things that we need to do is to send our audience love. Now, a huge part of that belief and that premise, as I shared with you, relates to Abraham Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. It was a theory of motivation that he shared with us in a very powerful way back in the 40s and 50s that stood the test of time. It's controversial to some degree, but many people adhere to those principles. And I'd like to expand on this because Maslow said that for us to really thrive and succeed and be the best that we possibly be, live a happy and productive and fulfilled life, we have to have certain basic needs met. And if we don't have those needs met, we are going to struggle in many senses of the word. And he started off by saying it was a pyramid, you see. And at the base of the pyramid, underpinning everything, Maslow said that we have to have our physiological needs met. Which meant that, we need the basic things to survive. We need air and food and water. We need sustenance. We just need our physiological basic crude needs met. And that makes obvious sense, and nobody could disagree or dismiss that. But then he moves up the ladder and says, then there are things like safety needs. It's all well and good. We've got food and we've got water and we've got clothes and we're feeling okay in that respect. But how safe do we feel? How secure do we feel? What's going on for us in that respect? Because we need to be able to feel comfortable moving around our environment and know that we're not going to be threatened every 5 minutes. That's why fight or flight is such a big issue, and it's such a big issue in the world of presenting and public speaking, because many people feel threatened. They feel and believe that they're going to be judged and scrutinized, and that creates that sense of, feeling unsafe. Remember then Maslow moved up, and I presented to you in Truth 50 this belief, this principle that at the core, at the heart of the pyramid, we need to feel some sense of belonging, love and connection. And I shared with you previously that we can do that, we can share that just by giving a sincere thought and feeling of love to our audience. There's nothing touchy-feely about that. It's just a mental, genuine, sincere belief that we can send to our audience before we present and throughout the presentation. But then Maslow was saying, we move up the hierarchy, and then there are things like, once those basic needs are satisfied, and even the love and belonging connection, then we need to have our esteem, sense of self-esteem fulfilled. And that's our sense of self, who we are, our reputation, our belief in ourselves, our just core ability to believe that we can do certain things and live in a happy, peaceful, productive, constructive way. And it's having faith and belief in ourselves. This is where mindful presenting comes in as well, because we help people to have the confidence and develop the skills and the confidence and sense of self and sense of self-esteem to be able to find and value and express their true voice, to be able to share a message with confidence and authority, a message that's clear and real and compelling, that we passionately believe will fulfill this need of our audience in terms to help them feel better about their work, their personal lives, their profession, a project, whatever it is they're doing. So the core need of esteem applies not only to us, but to our audience as well. And that's why I love, still, after all these years, Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. But it doesn't stop there. He moves to the peak, the apex of the pyramid, and says actually it's all then, once those basic needs are met and fulfilled, then it's about self-actualization. And that's about us as human beings being the best that we possibly can. It's about mastering our sense and our sense of selves. It's bigger than self-esteem. It's about fulfilling our absolute potential, We get one shot on this planet, so why not be the best that we can possibly be in every sense, in every aspect of the word? That's again where mindful presenting comes in, because we want to help professionals to do that. Because anybody can present. Remember, I've shared that belief with you before. Anybody can present with varying levels of confidence and clarity. Our challenge ultimately is to master the skill of connecting in a powerful way, so people feel what we say, they embrace and connect with what we say, so they remember it and do something, so they act on that information, those insights, that knowledge that we've got, that we've been called on to share. So we all have those same needs. Now, 7.3 or whatever it is billion people on the planet will have other needs, lots and lots of other different needs. But that's the core, that's the essence of who we are. Help your audience to feel and meet those basic needs. Even the simple thing like their food and water and safety and stuff like that, we need to help them to do that, please. But take them all the way up to helping to develop their sense of self, their sense of self-esteem, their sense of purpose and value, and the ability to own and master their voice and the way they express themselves. We all have the same needs. You can dress it up or spin it any way you like, but that's the core of human beings. Just my belief. Give it some thought. Thank you.